Matt and I have a combined 741 unique games, and we're going to play them all in alphabetical order. Each game gets up to an hour, and this is What About. Alright, so next up we're going to be looking at this game called 198X, which I have absolutely no idea what it is.
Alright, cool. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Steam page.
Alright, so on the actual Steam page, it looks 8-bit, it looks visual novel, mixed with Final Fantasy, mixed with beat 'em up. It looks like a mashup of classic arcade games.
It's a visual novel?
Maybe?
Maybe.
All it says is, welcome to Suburbia, just outside the city, sometime in 1980X, the journey of a kid, a teenager stuck between the limitations of innocent youth and obligations of inevitable adulthood. The story unfolds when the kid discovers a local arcade, finding new worlds and new meaning in the video games. And so I'm guessing we're going to be jumping from video game to video game to video game.
I see, yeah, so going through the screenshots, yeah, it definitely looks like it's going through different genres. Well, that's cool. What are the tags for it?
The tags are indie, retro, pixel graphics, 1980s, and arcade.
Well, cool, alright. And how much is the game in your Canadian money?
In my fake money, it is $11.49.
Excellent, it's $9.99 for us. Well, let's get into it then. What do you think of the style of this game?
I like pixel art. I know it's overdone. I just like it.
I just am so upset I'm not in an arcade right now playing video games.
Whoa! Beating heart.
Ooh.
I like it that they bring a knife all subtle, like, yeah, I don't got a knife.
Yeah, exactly.
So one thing that I do, oh, we're over it.
Ooh.
I like.
Uh-oh.
Hey.
Look. Oh.
This is gorgeous. This is just very, very pretty. I want like a live picture frame just having this. Welcome to Suburbia.
Well, that was the game. Wow.
I did not hit her. Oh, hi, Bit.
Oh, hi, Bit.
I like the designs. I like the whole.
Yeah. I do
There
like
I was,
this.
Oh.
up in my room, just like every other night.
This goes on for 25 minutes.
Sometimes extraordinary.
Yesterday I threw a brick at a bird and the bird died. 1980X.
Graphics sus.
It was here that I'd met my first friends, rode my first bike, found my first love, and found out that nothing lasts forever.
You're 12, dude. It's beautifully done. Everything's very well done, but it's very like. Yeah.
I can vibe with it. I can vibe with this in the way of an 80s movie.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, yeah.
The art is beautiful. Like, oh, mucho.
The factory was built long.
What are we playing now? What are we playing?
Out of the world. Out of the void.
The Void.
This is very Metroid. We have my arthritis-ridden finger. Oh boy. I wasn't prepared to actually be good at video games, Matt. Oh.
Oh, this is a boss.
Listen to that Oh.
Oh, oh, uh-oh.
Wow. Wow. Snap back to school. Oh, there goes gravity.
I loved playing video games with all the cool kids, but then I had to go to class.
Maybe they would say I didn't do my best in school.
I guess you could say that my best was
At
at
least for
the
a while,
arcade.
I really tried to make it work.
But it wasn't
Now,
arcade.
Walking those hallways with all those people.
And all those
I wasn't
hallways,
really there.
and there's a lot of people. I
This
wasn't
is
there.
not the
I was
arcade.
somewhere.
I looked up at the bright lights and I thought, these lights are not dark.
There was her.
Oh, there was her. Oh, look at her.
Oh, look at her.
Oh, look at her. She is Dream Gal.
Rebel.
She had 2 belts.
Free today, I could still only dream of.
So I went back to my arcade. Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
he did just go back to the arcade.
I am depressed. Back to video games. That's the 80s.
I mean, yeah, I mean, really, it's still even now, isn't it?
Oh, look at me drift! I'm into this one, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
All I
think
know
it's
is how to
actually-
drift in my Ford!
Well, I mean, you just hit a car, so I'm not sure if you know how to drift.
I have to get that woman. I have to get the woman.
How else is she gonna know? I bet she's gonna show up at the arcade.
Yeah,
She
of
has to
course
show
she
up at the
is. She's a
arcade, right?
rebel. She's a rebel and she's really cool.
Travel to outer space, experience fantasy and fear. And just
Woo,
take a walk
fear.
on the wild side of town.
The wild side. This is the calm side. This is the wild side. See, I would never hang out here. Because my girl crush, she's on this side.
Nothing beat the rush of the highway.
Nothing beat the rush of the wild side. Look at this truck. He's on the boring side.
Reminded me that there was a way
Me?
out,
Nah, on the wild side.
a road to somewhere to get to that place.
Oh,
I love this.
Oh my
Immediately.
goodness.
This is the best part for me. I love this.
this is so cheesy.
It's so
But
good.
I think they know it, so I think that's okay.
Oh, it's perfect.
Oh yeah.
I'm on the wild side. Or it's a little too wild.
But what about your girl?
Hell yeah.
I certainly do love the arcade and that woman with her two belts.
Birds were so cute back in the 80s. Nowadays, they're much less pixels.
Then came high school, and everyone got brainwashed.
Oh.
People started seeing
I love getting wisdom from this 13-year-old boy. It's very good.
when you're a child, shadows seem darker and lights seem brighter. Everything is more terrifying
Anything more, my little 12-year-old fortune
at the
cookie?
same time.
He's my little fortune cookie. Shadow play.
Mom always said arcades were like a box of chocolates because I liked them a lot.
Mom always said arcades. Mom always said I could be
ninja.
a this.
Oh.
All right, jumping is a no-no. Do not jump. Oh!
That's not the song that's going at all right now.
I'm not gonna lie. Didn't like the first couple again. I'm into it now.
Into this one? Okay. They cut you in half.
They cut me in half. I didn't want to be cut in half, but now I'm cut in half.
Every day I go down to the market and then I get cut in half and I say, oh, I should have been at the arcade. I wouldn't have gotten cut in half.
And then I go to the arcade. And, well, dang it. I guess I also get cut in half there in a sense.
Dang it, dang it, dang it. Where's that cool girl with her two belts? Dang it.
I want that cool girl because she would know what to do. She doesn't get cut in half because her two belts would hold her together.
Maybe that's why she has two belts, so she doesn't get cut in half.
Oh my gosh,
Dang it.
she's smart and a rebel.
Dang it, dang it, dang it.
Dang it. Oh.
Yo.
Yo. I just want to collect wisdom, but I keep getting cut in half.
Why do you get cut in half? Why do you keep getting cut in half? You just gotta stab him. Cut him in half.
I don't know what to do. It's just, I
Cut
guess,
him in half.
maybe I cut them in half, and maybe I'm a little bit insecure. They call me the cut boy.
Cut him
I'm
in
gonna come in
half.
half. Hold on. That's so cool. This has a lot of cool factor to it. This entire game has some cool factor, except for the woman with 6
you got
belts.
cut in half.
I got cut in
You got
half.
cut in half. She has too many belts. You need to get some more belts.
But now I can do this. Hey. Ah-cha-cha-cha-cha. Ah-cha-cha-cha. Hey. Ah-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. I slide. Pop. I slide. Can you tell I'm enjoying myself with this?
Yeah.
This one's just so cool. The whole game should just be this.
How's it going?
I need to pause. I thought I saw a girl with 2 belts. She only had 1.
I like that this one definitely seems to have more. Oh,
This one has more depth.
this one has more stages as well.
Yeah, it's got a bit more going on in the under the old hood. Oh, goodbye. I realized I was. Oh fuck!
Oh. The dialogue in this game almost gives me Kingdom Hearts vibes.
Yeah, it's not.
I love it.
It's very edgy.
Now I'm playing
Came
Contra.
home alone,
Contra made everything okay for some reason.
watching her two fall apart.
Contra brought my parents back together.
I had
They
to go
played it and they thought we mutually hate this more than we hate each other. That's love.
This is such
that night
earnest
at the
edge.
arcade.
It really
I love
is.
Everything changed.
Oakley dokley, let's play. Oh, alright.
My dragon. Oh. Oh, it's one of these.
Oh, cute. Oh, I see. You're right. Just a kid. Alright, so the game's actually doing shit now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so this is like a roguelite. It's actually keeping our progress.
Yeah. Wasn't no winning that. Oh.
Got it. So it's literally just how fast you can hit the button that you do it.
Hi, fellas.
It's just these are the kids from school, Matt. That's what they represent.
Oh, all right. You think?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. These are all the guys from school, and it's like, oh, they keep opening their eyes, and they don't even wear belts.
Oh, nice.
Cool. This is absolutely about the
Yes,
parents' divorce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Hey.
Yeah. Go
Cool.
to your room.
Yup.
Yep. Yep.
Like, this is everyone else around him.
And then the jellyfish goop monster is the the jellyfish goop monster that
That-
he knows.
That judges everyone in this mortal realm.
Yeah. Not today, jellyfish goop monster.
You ever do this on a nice day like this?
Just sit around and think how my parents are divorced while playing an arcade game? No.
Uh. Oh boy, what a nice normal arcade experience.
Yeah, I hate it when I go to the arcade and that happens.
And deep-rooted emotional issues get brought to the surface,
God, it happens so much too. It's like 1 in every 4 times I go.
right? Cool. Oh. Oh, these are all the friends that he's made along the way. Well, the guy on the left was it.
The game was not over. It was just beginning.
Did we beat it?
Yeah, we beat it. Well, Matt. What did you think of? What did you think of this? Of 1980. What did you think of 1980X, Matthew?
Man, I get what they were going for. I just don't know if I liked it. You know? It's like I feel like a lot of this game went on too long.
Yes.
Of like literally I think this would be better as like this for context, this took us like an hour, about an hour and a half to beat.
Yeah, hour and tax.
Yeah, so about the length of a movie. And I know they're charging money for it. So it's like, okay, sure, you have to make it a certain length. I get that. But I almost would have preferred if it was just a half hour of just like the story bits with like the gameplay literally sprinkled in as like just part of the story, you know, of like just like the driving segment was probably like maybe 6 minutes. But some of the other segments were a lot longer, and of course I'm not the one who played it. You played it, but none of the actual game looked that fun to me. Like,
Yeah, that's
what
a
do you think? What do you think?
the issue is I even feel like with arcade games, it's I don't know. For me, it feels a little bit more like, oh hey, things are happening. There's a bit of depth. This felt like, to me, this felt like a person who really liked arcade games but wrote a love letter in the form of a bunch of Flash games. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I get that. I get that.
There's no depth was the issue, and I get it. Arcade games, but some of them did have quite a bit of depth. Some of them did have quite a bit of stuff going on.
And at the same time, I feel like it didn't, like you said, maybe not that much depth. But some of those segments definitely felt like they went on for quite a while.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, even again, I will admit I died a lot. Not the best
Yeah,
at this game.
yeah, true.
But
Mhm.
I still felt like there was points when I'm like, yeah, right, I get it. Okay.
Especially the last segment there. Like, I know it's kind of cool when you're going through it that you're like, you slowly start to realize, oh, this is about the character's parents. But at the same time, when you're going through it and it's just grinding, like that whole last area was just grinding of, I'm going to go here, I'm going to die, and then you just have to level up enough so you can beat it. That's the actual answer. It's just level up enough so you can actually beat it. It's like, it kind of felt like that last segment especially drug on quite a bit, especially when you figure it out. When you're like, oh yeah, it's about his parents and they're fighting. It's like, yeah, that's a good emotional payoff, I feel. But it just was like, okay, now that I get that it's about his parents, I still have to keep playing this for another 10. Like, that was the longest segment we had of like 10 to 20 minutes on that one game of just,
Yeah.
I'm going to go forward, I'm going to meet a character, they are going to kill me, and then I'm going to do it again. But again, only 20 minutes, so like it's not like it's an hour or two, but still, it's like when that's a significant chunk of the game, it's like, ugh.
And I don't. Here's the thing. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if the overarching story needed to be as depthy and edgy as it needed to be, or as they put it. Like, I get it. Part of it is like, yeah, no, make it campy, go for it. But conversely, I felt like parts of it were very like, well, yep, I get it. It's this child is a fortune cookie, and he's gonna spout his stuff in a Forrest Gump voice. And like, maybe some people relate to that, maybe, but I don't know, it didn't feel, it felt like they kind of took the first draft that they wrote and just shipped it.
I don't think it's a masterpiece, but I get what they were trying to go for. And for a certain type of person, I think they might really enjoy it.
Yeah.
And it didn't overstay its welcome too much. It was only an hour.
No, exactly. If you're good at the game, I feel like you could beat it in like 50 minutes, but like 50, maybe 60 minutes. Well, but yeah. So finally, I have a question for you, Matt.
Yeah.
Would you recommend this game for its $9 to $11 entrance fee?
It almost pains me because I can tell that there's people who care a lot about this game. Like, when I look at it, I can tell that the developers really, really cared about it. But I personally would not. Maybe there's a specific person out there who would absolutely love it, like the 80s aesthetic and everything, and it would just nail it for them. But for just the general person, I would not go to my friends and be like, oh, you have to play this game. So not really recommended for me.
And for me, if you like all things 80s, if you're like, oh boy, I dress 80s, I listen 80s, I dance 80s, do it. Go for it. Yeah. But for everyone else, there's other games for you, man. And
Yeah.
they might be a bit tighter and a bit better, or even just play the original arcade games. You can buy a lot of them on a lot of different platforms, and you might have a bit more fun because they're all going to have a bit more depth, and you can pick and choose how much you want to play each one.
Yeah. But also, I think if you're looking for depth, then this is just not the game for you whatsoever. Like
Yeah.
if you are looking for an arcade game, this is not the game. This is, I think, a game if you really do, like you said, just want an homage to the 80s. Yeah, just an homage to the 80s. And if that's what you're after, like, it's beautiful in a lot of ways. So like,
The art is
Yeah.
gorgeous. The music is just absolutely amazing. Again, as a piece of art, I think it's really good. As a game, I'm not a big fan.
yeah, yeah.
And
All right.
all right,
Yeah.
Thank you guys for coming to our second episode.
Mhm.
and have a great night.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Goodbye.